The Earth Science Classroom Top 5's. We're looking at the Earth's interior top 5's today, and the first one we'll look at is that the Earth's interior layers were discovered using seismic waves propagation. And looking at the velocity of the waves, mostly the P and S waves, because the body waves, the LNR waves, didn't really register going through the Earth. They went through the surface. So these body waves, as we know them in seismology, the body waves, P wave is the primary, secondary is the S wave. P wave is compressional, and the S wave is transverse, shear wave, and the difference in speeds would basically break down the interior into its different layers. Okay. Number two is there are two different ways to look at the Earth's interior. There is the physical way with 6 main layers, and we have the chemical way, which is the 3 main layers. So the 3 main layers for chemical is the crust, the mantle, and the core. Basically, 3 different compositions. Crust is 1, mantle is 2, core is 3. 3 separate compositions that make up the Earth's interior, whereas the physical is more on density and temperature differences and slight changes in the composition, and we divide it into the crust, the lithosphere, asthenosphere, mesosphere, outer core, and inner core. The next one is our lovely crust, our top layer, our thinnest layer that we live on, and the crust is in 2 separate divisions, one being the oceanic crust, and the other one being the continental crust. Oceanic is thin and it is dense, whereas the continent is thick and less dense. The oceanic is mostly made of basaltic igneous rock, whereas the continental crust is usually made of mostly granite or andesite or diorite, so mostly granite. Our fourth one on the top 5's, our fourth one is the core, the amazing place that's the size of Mars, and it's in 2 separate, again, divisions. We have the outer core, which is a liquid molten iron alloy with a little bit of nickel and sulfur in there, and it moves and it creates an electromagnetic field, and it's absolutely awesome. And the inner core, well, that's just a solid chunk of iron and nickel at 6,000 degrees Celsius and 53 million pounds of pressure per square inch. So an insanely crazy environment, and that's our core. And the last one on our top 5's we have to really look at is our mantle. 80% roughly of volume, the largest layer, divided into different sub-layers based on the physical characteristics, but it is a fantastic place of change in temperature, transition zones, where we have different speeds of P and S waves, and it is a ever-changing, ever-increasing temperature and depth and pressure area of our planet, where we also get our magma from and our uprising convection currents that bring up deep mantle minerals and heat and create the volcanoes and create plate tectonics and allow the crust to be reshaped, reformed, and organized over the course of the Earth's history. There's our top 5's, guys, for the Earth's interior. things I focus on with the students, and obviously there are videos for each part of the top fives, so you can go into more detail with each part. All right, thanks for tuning in, and if you like it, please subscribe.